It's time for my April favourites. Hi guys, I've just spent 5 minutes trying to sort this out, but we're gonna go for it anyway. How are you doing? How is everybody? How's your April been? I think this is better. This is spring, baby. It was literally so bright about an hour ago. Anyway, you probably don't care. I want to address something. This upcoming month, I am going to be dealing with a lot of university deadlines. So, as you may have noticed, my Couch to 5K video went up a whopping 5 days late. But I wanted to put it up and I wanted to do this video, so it's gonna be a thing, but I'm gonna try my best. But also, that being said, I'm really excited to sort of be done with uni and I can then sort of put more time into this. Anyway, today I want to talk about the things that I have been loving through the month of April. I cannot believe it's over. And I do have a few bits and bobs, you know. I've got some makeup, some skincare, some hair care, a fragrance, clothes, all fun stuff and more to recommend. So let's get cracking. Shall we start with makeup? Because that's typically the way things go. So let's start with a primer, an oldie but a goldie. This is the POREfessional by Benefit. I have on and off used this years. Probably since I was 19. Like, this is one of the first big beauty products that I bought, like expensive beauty products. And I just went through my stash and I saw I had about 3 or 4 of these little samples. And I was looking for something to fill my pores in a little bit, and a tiny little bit of this goes a long, long way. It stands the test of time, this one. So basically this is a silicone-y based primer, which, you know, if you don't like those type of feeling of stuff, then you won't like this, but just a tiny bit here where my pores are pretty prominent. This works really well. It is just a good product. So big fan of that. And I do have a second base product to talk about actually. This is by ColourPOP. I love how I've just uploaded a base routine, which by the way, if you want to watch that, I'll link that down below, talking about my daily foundation / tinted moisturiser routine. And I sort of mentioned it, I never switch out my blush. I always keep it the same. I have no problem using the same one. I've switched up my blush to this one, my ColourPOP. This is the colour Quarters and it is their Super Shock Cheek. So I bought this expecting it to be the same formula as the eyeshadows and to use like this colour, this sort of burnt orangey red colour as an eyeshadow. Like, I was just thinking like it's like a big eyeshadow. Like, I find their highlighters the same texture as their eyeshadow, so I assumed that this would be. And I was wrong. And I was a bit like, oh, it's a little bit more balmy, I guess. It is still like a creamed powder sort of finish, and it just kind of sat in my stash for a while, and then I was finding that I was looking I'm about to say I was looking a bit more and more washed out as, like, look at me, look at this, oh my god. So I wanted a bit more of a punchy blush, and so I pulled this one out, and because I wear a lot of these colours on my eyes and on my lips, it's making like a really nice monochromatic look, which is probably more suited to autumn, but it could be autumn all year round. And I feel like transitional, I don't know, I think it's a really nice colour, and actually the formula is really nice. I was worried about it being over powder, but it works really nicely, and you know, ColourPOP really isn't that expensive either. I am really thinking about doing a ColourPOP order because it has been years. But yeah, I would recommend this colour and this formula. I've then got 2 lipsticks to talk about, one of which I've got on my lips. They're both sort of nude colours, and these are just the 2 that I've been flitting between this month, and yeah, more often than not it's been one of these 2 that's been on my lips. So the one I'm wearing today, now I have got my trusty Milani lip pencil on underneath. I wear this lip liner basically every single day that I wear lipstick. I will be wearing this lip liner. But the colour that I'm wearing over it is Super Nude by Soap & Glory. Now I know that they've changed their lipstick packaging since I bought this. I probably had this way too long, but it passes the smell test and still works really well. So this is like a really like standard nude. Yeah, it's just kind of like a really nice, well-rounded sort of pinky nude without being too pink, without being too peach, without being too beige. It's just a really nice super nude, some would say. Me included. And the next one I've been loving is by Wet n Wild. Now this is Sandstorm, and I believe I've recommended this a long time ago actually. So these are different. I'll swatch this one as well. So this one is, the Soap & Glory one's a little bit more of a satin finish, and it is sort of more neutral. Sorry, a massive wasp is just trying to get into my window. It's not open, hun. You keep flying into it. Anyway, whereas Sandstorm, it's from their Mega Matte line. Is this what this line is called? Super Matte, Mega Matte, you know this one. And Sandstorm, it's more orangey and more, yeah, so this one here, Sandstorm, which yeah, it is more orangey, it's deeper as well. I've just been really fond of both of these lipsticks, and I've been happily just pulling them out my bag and popping them on, and also cheap and cheerful too, so would 100% recommend those. Let's switch it up and move on to fragrance, shall we? So my Glossier U ran out, and as you may know, I'm a big fan of Beauty Pie, and their fragrances came back into stock. So I've been waiting for a long time for their fragrances to come back in stock, and that's why I didn't like buy another perfume in between, because I wanted to try one of these. And I looked up the ingredients that were in Glossier U, like the notes that were in it, and tried to best mirror it against the Beauty Pie ones. So I ended up buying the Petels, Heliotrope and Ambrette fragrance. There he is. I think maybe you would think just due to the price, because I think this costs £15, which for a fragrance, for 100 millilitres of fragrance is unheard of. Is an eau de parfum as well, so he's a serious boy. And like this bottle, it just looks very, oh god, what's the brand? You know, the one that does like the treehouse candle and Blanche. What the fuck are they called? Hold please. Byredo! That was a reaction and a half. Very similar to the Byredo sort of bottles. However, this doesn't smell like Glossier U, which is fine, and you know, buying fragrances on the internet, it's very difficult to understand. However, this does smell like a fragrance that I've had before, which is Florebello by Diptyque. So if you were looking at this fragrance and wanted to know what it smells like, it's like dead ringer, very similar to Florebello, which I have used up, loved and liked. I'm not mad at it for not smelling like Glossier U. I'm tempted to try the other one that isn't the lime one, because I imagine the lime one's not going to sound like Glossier U, which I know you'd be like, Alice, just buy Glossier U again. But I want to try these out. Anyway, this is a phenomenal product. I think this is very reasonably priced for what it is and how much you get as well. Like, again, with an eau de parfum, you don't need as much, and yeah, I can see this lasting me an incredibly long time. So I would recommend this scent, but if you want to go and smell it somewhere, because obviously with Beauty Pie they don't have stuff in store, and don't want to buy like, their tiny little like taster sets, no. Those I don't think are worth the money. It's like £6 for 3 like tiny little things. They should do like 3 rollables. That's an idea. That's an idea, Beauty Pie. There you go, you can have that one for free. Anyway, love this though. Moving on to skincare. These two are just like, they're not new favourites, and I've mentioned them before, but I feel like they need to be mentioned. So I bought a new bottle of Alpha Arbutin by The Ordinary this month. This is my favourite serum that they do. This serum like clears your skin, brightens your skin, and I notice a difference every time I'm either using it or stop using it and go back to it. So I repurchased it because I was running out a little bit, and I sort of was getting a few like blemishes around my chin and stuff, and I do really like the niacinamide, but really truly this is the product that I think works best for my skin in this sort of water serum format that they have. I believe sort of if you're somebody like me who's in their mid-20s, sort of every now and again gets breakouts, and sort of you're like, I'm far too old for this shit, this is the one for you, my friends. And secondly, there's a bit of a story behind why I'm recommending this to you. So one of my friends, she sort of came to me, she's like, your skin always looks good, like my skin's dry and it's angry and I don't really know what to do. And I said to her, I was like, do you exfoliate? And of course the answer was no, and I'm like, there you go, there's your problem. If ever I need to do any like diagnostics, if anybody asks me anything, the first thing I ask is, do you exfoliate? And often the answer's no, or it's like a crap, cheap sugar scrub. Yeah, my friends, this is again is another Ordinary product. I'm still loving them. These products are standing the test of time, and I repurchase again and again. So this is their AHA BHA peeling solution, their red mask. This is not a game. I would not play about with this. I would not go in the bath and fall asleep with it on. This is, you put this on for 10 minutes and you make sure you're wearing your SPF. It's no fucking joke. But man, is it effective. I've like gifted this to people before and sort of said, I'm like, this is the real deal. Like, if you want baby soft skin, here it is to you. Protect your skin though. Yeah, so basically this is a chemical exfoliant mask, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I love the results that I have. I use it weekly, and going into the summer, I'm very diligent with my SPF as it is anyway, but I will still use this throughout summer, but with SPF on top as well. Hello, I've got a message. Anyway, but yeah, I would also recommend this to you. It's available on ASOS and other beauty outlets, and again, both those products We are having a cheap and cheerful month this month, I can tell you that for free. So I've got two hair favourites to talk about. First of all, here's one the size of my head. This is the Label.m Intensive Mask, and this is in the 800ml size, and it looks a little something like this. I do really wish that, I mean, it looks like pretty fucking cool in a pop, and you can definitely reuse this again. This is going to come in handy somehow, but I find that I prefer it in a pump just due to the size and stuff. So, and also I find like in like this, I feel like I use more than I would if I had a pump. Anyway, I'm not here to diss this product, I'm here to promote it. It really reminds me of like a cold cream. Like it's like a really thick cream that you put into your hair. It's almost like, yeah, kind of like a strange yogurt is the best way to describe it. And it's just working wonders, and I buy a lot of my salon brand stuff off of a website called gooseberryshop.co.uk, where they sell salon sizes like this one. I believe I spent £17 on this, which for 800ml of hair mask, that's pretty good. And this one is pretty good. I do quite like Label.m stuff. I do find it's quite nice. I used to be a really big fan of the Tony and Guy hair stuff back in the day, but now she bougie or whatever. But yeah, I would recommend this one specifically, but also just that website in general for your sort of salon size needs. You know, I've got a lot of hair, and the reason that I have a lot of hair is because I've been pretty good at looking after it over the years. So I would recommend sort of salon quality stuff, but you don't have to pay salon prices, my friend. Anyway, would recommend this one. It leaves my hair nice and soft, feeling amazing, not frizzy or anything like that, so big fan. And next up, I have a product from Batiste. So Batiste, I believe they've revamped their whole line. I don't know if it's just their Batiste Plus or if it's like all of them. So within the dry shampoo lineup with Batiste, they have like their standard ones which come in a range of scents, but then they also have like it's their Batiste Plus line, where it's like this one is Heavenly Volume, which is something that I know I have recommended and you've seen time and time again in my empties videos, because that is my dry shampoo of choice. Like, it's something that I always typically get on offer. Anyway, so they've said improved Heavenly Volume, and I'm like, oh god, I think I bought this just because I needed to know if they'd ruined my favourite dry shampoo. I mean, it's not my favourite, but it's sort of the one that I buy the most because of price. Anyway, so no, they haven't. They've made it better. Spoiler alert. Which is really annoying because I've got cans of it down there. But yeah, I really like using volume products in my hair, again because I've got quite a lot of it, both in length and sort of the amount that I have on my head. I find that my hair can get weighed down, so I do back comb my roots, and I do typically put this through. And also, I don't wash my hair as much as maybe as I should. So it's definitely less heavy, this product now. It's definitely a lot lighter and it's a lot less visible in the hair. So I like the reformulation. I was worried, but I had no need to be. Batiste got my back. And yeah, I would also continue to recommend this one. So next up, I've got a fashion favourite. I don't quite know how I'm going to show you these, but they're jeans! I've fished them out of my washing basket for you. Aren't you lucky? These are the ASOS Farleigh jeans. Now, these are in the washed black and the petite because I'm 5 foot, so I definitely need the short shank size. But I have just been really enjoying these as like a nice straight leg jean. I don't know where it's come from, you know, because I've had those jeans a while, and yeah, I've worn them, but they haven't been like, I haven't been wearing them 3 times a week until this month. I just found that they go with everything, are really comfortable to wear, look nice on, and you know, bonus, I think they're like £32, so they're a winner. I do have a very typical TV favourite. Now, I'm gonna let you think. Yes, of course it's Game of Thrones, of course it is. It's like bittersweet because it's all kicking off, which is great, but there's only 3 episodes. At time of filming, there is 3 episodes left ever, which, I mean, and it's still all to play for. It is still all to play for. I love Game of Thrones, and naturally, I'm very happy that it's back. But yeah, that's it for me this month. As I said, programming may be a little bit intermittent, but as it stands, I'm hoping to still upload every Friday at 9 AM. That's when I schedule my videos for. Also, in my favourites, I do like to mention my podcast. So I release a podcast the last Monday of every month with my friend Gianna, and this month, it is about cancel culture, and if it's necessary, if it's political correctness gone too far, all that stuff. So if you want to hear me get a little bit more deep, that's over on the podcast. We'd love to have you. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you again soon. Bye!